The Owen James Report is brought to you by Burrita, making money work for you.
True or false? $2,000 can make your child's future brighter.
True.
That's right! By investing as little as $2,000 per month in the Burrita Money Market Fund, you can be financially ready to help your child get the education needed for a brighter future. Start early, and you can put aside any amount you're comfortable with. Take my advice. Call Burrita Investments today, the Burrita Money Market Fund, your tuition builder.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. It was good news for Jamaica's medium-term economic program with the IMF in the September quarter. That's the view of the non-government members on the Economic Program Oversight Committee, or EPOC. Co-chair of EPOC, Richard Byles, communicated this to journalists at a briefing today.
The government met all of the key quantitative targets. The primary balance came in at 43 billion, which was about 4.8 billion more than the target, and the NIR was on 912 million, which was about 151 million more than the target. Also, the government met the commitment to take to Parliament the fiscal incentives bill. The deadline for that was the end of October, and they took it to Parliament on the 29th.
Another key quantitative performance criterion was tax revenue for the September quarter, and this came out at $163 billion, or 8.4% above the $150 billion target. Byles affirmed that the figures indicate that the management of the country's finances was improving as revenues were being used more effectively. Apart from the obvious exogenous shocks such as rising oil prices and exceptionally bad weather, I asked Byles what could possibly derail Jamaica's medium-term program.
We wouldn't like to get to a point in our political process where making the right decision for the economy is impinged upon and affected negatively by political decisions. And I see that as a big risk that we need to guard against.
Policy slippage.
Correct.
Yeah. It wasn't all good news, as you heard earlier in the news, as for the 7th consecutive year, Jamaica fell in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report, and Byles says this required full-time experts to fix it. On the foreign exchange market, both the US and the Canadian dollars weakened against the Jamaican dollar, whilst the British pound strengthened. The greenback fell by 10 Jamaican cents, closing at an average selling rate of $105.12, whilst the Canadian dollar slipped by 9 Jamaican cents to close at $100.86. However, sterling strengthened by 24 Jamaican cents to close at $169.03. Now finally, news on equities. Amidst an 11% fall by blue chip Scotia Group, as well as a fall of almost 5% by Caribbean Cement, the main JSE stock market index plunged by over 1,100 points, or 1.4% today. All other indices suffered major losses too. 25 stocks traded today, with 4 advancing, 10 declining, and 11 holding firm. The 4 winners were Carreras, Lasco Distributors, Lasco Manufacturing, and National Commercial Bank. The losers included Caribbean Cement, Gleaner, Jamaica Broilers, Jamaican Teas, Kingston Wharves, Scotia Group, and Scotia Investments. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by Burrita, making money work for you.